Hello there guys, thank you for watching this special episode of Star Wars Comics. In the aftermath of the Rebels finale, I have to say it is quite exciting to see the direction Filoni took the future of Star Wars. Mostly everything was retconned and explained. The question of why the Ghost Crew is not seen in the original trilogy, Ezra as a force-wielding Jedi being absent, and most importantly Thrawn having one of the most important roles within the Empire and not getting seen in the original trilogy. Everything will be explained in today's video. If you enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe, helps the channel out a lot. So this new rumored series, which presumably will take place after the Battle of Endor, basically the era between episodes 6 and 7, will probably be helmed by Filoni as well. This specific time period had previously been explored by books, novels, and some comics. Now I think it's time to explore that time period visually with a new series. We will start with the two most important characters in this finale, Ezra and Thrawn. Getting thrown into hyperspace by the Purrgil, they were surely thought to have been lost in space forever. While Dave Filoni explicitly went on to confirm that they are definitely not dead. However, he is still thinking over their future, something he does not want to commit right now because things can change, he said. I guess with him only wrapping up this story just now, he is still pondering the next storyline. Whatever ends up happening, it is clear by now why both of these characters are not seen in the original trilogy. It will be fun to see how it will play out, but you can bet that we will see them again for sure. Sabine and Ahsoka. Both Sabine and Ahsoka promised Ezra to be there for him, to count on them. This comes full circle in the finale. Ezra constantly told Sabine he is counting on her, but never explicitly what he is counting on her for. With this in mind, Sabine Wren chose not to get involved with the rebellion and stay behind on Lothal to protect it whenever the next attack would come from the Empire. She thought Ezra counted on her to do so. By her own admission, years later, she admits no attack ever came on the city of Lothal, and we can even see it flourishing. Again, another explanation as to why we don't see Sabine in the original trilogy. Simply because those 3 episodes follow the journey of the rebellion, which Sabine was not a part of. She lived on Lothal during that period and missed the entire trilogy. In the end, she understands what Ezra was talking about. She counted on her to come and find him. She goes on to do just that with our beloved Grey Jedi Ahsoka Tano. She is again revealed to have outlived all throughout the Galactic Civil War era and now was ready to take on a new mission. Why didn't we see her in the old trilogy? Well, throughout this series, we came to understand that she won't get involved in anything just for the sake of it, only when she is desperately needed. While yes, this proves that she was still alive during the Galactic Civil War period, it doesn't mean she had to get involved. She chose not to. Zeb Orrelios. He had a similar outlook as Sabine, determined to stay on Lothal just in case the Empire returned. And what's most important and genius, I think, in the part of Filoni, he went so far as to negate the possibility that the Rebel Alliance could help them on Lothal. They liberated Lothal on their own. This is kind of important because his determination not to get the rebellion involved allows the series to end on a high note with the way how they liberated Lothal without contradicting Episode 4's opening crawl that already had established that the theft of the Death Star plans was the rebellion's first real victory against the Empire. The liberation of Lothal belonged to Ezra and the Ghost Crew, not the Rebel Alliance. After the war, Zeb took Kallus through the hidden hyperspace lane to the planet Lyra to show Kallus that he wasn't responsible for destroying the Lasat, and it ended on 2 characters who once were sworn enemies and now they were best of friends. Captain Rex. It is finally confirmed, and I have to admit it brought tears of joy to my eyes. This rebel soldier is Captain Rex. This is now canonically confirmed through the Rebel series, more specifically through Sabine, who goes on to say that both Hera and Rex were fighting during the Battle of Endor. The last moments of Rex are yet to be told, but if this is the last time we have seen Rex on screen, then I am sure the aftermath was quite fulfilling for the old clone trooper. Last but not least, Hera Syndulla. Most of us already knew she had survived by watching Forces of Destiny, where she appears on Endor during the events of Episode 6. But what we definitely didn't expect was that she had a son during that time. Apparently, she was already pregnant during the series finale and did not know it just yet. Furthermore, Sabine tells us that the boy's name is Jacen Syndulla, giving life to another legend, bringing back the name Jacen from Jacen Solo, the son of Han and Leia in Legends lore. Sabine explains that the child's codename is Spectre 7, born to fly just like his mother, and we all know what his father was like. This is a clear indication that Kanan Jarrus is the boy's father. I guess Hera and Kanan had more alone time during Season 4 than we originally thought. I would just like to add that in my mind, Ezra should have died along with Thrawn when the Purgles jumped into hyperspace. Unlike the Purgles, Ezra and Thrawn aren't likely to survive being exposed to hyperspace, let alone the vacuum of just ordinary space. Keep in mind, all the windows around them were shattered once they jumped into hyperspace. I theorize that perhaps Ezra being force sensitive might have played a part in him surviving this ordeal, but it doesn't explain how Thrawn survived. But since Filoni confirmed they are indeed alive, I sure hope we can get a decent explanation. With all this being said, this was by far a very great finale. All and everything came together and explained, no missing details left unknown. I really enjoyed the style of Filoni, how he took something we thought was ending and gave it new life, a new beginning. It's unorthodox considering the mindset that people have on endings where everything is either gone forever or lives on. Those who thought 4 seasons was too short now understand why. The Rebels series was just part 1 of a bigger story. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my take on the finale and the Rebels series. It's been a pleasure to watch this series, and while it was rocky for me at times to watch it, it definitely ended on a very high note. We must get Dave Filoni to write and direct a Star Wars movie, and I know a lot of you are with me. Leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Have a great day, my friends, and may the Force be with you always.